Good afternoon. First, let me tell you, I don't know a whole lot about HHO. I want to build a cell, and I do injection molding, so I figured out a way to make Bob Boyce's cell a little bit easier to manufacture, and that's what got me into this. Part of what he'd like me to talk to you about is some people build their own kits, is what the cost is involved in getting tooling done, what's involved with it, what can you make it out of. I'll pass around these so you get a general idea of what they feel like. Just pass around there. You can see these parts that I make. Most, if you were at the last show, a lot of people got to see what they are. They're segment cells to make whatever size cell you want, based on Bob Boyce's design. Now this one's not the same one. This is some of the changes we've done to some of them. We'll have about 5 different versions. But with an injection molding, you can do this by doing inserts and different things. Of course, there's cost involved. With the injection molding, what makes it nice is you're not limited to ABS. Some guys use PVC for gaskets, or spacers. I think the cell, it's probably urethane. With injection molding, we have thousands of compounds to build the part out. So we can try out different things. If something's not going to work right, we just change materials. So it's not that difficult to research different types of materials to make your product. Okay? As long as you've got an idea, I've gotten drawings on napkins and help people try and figure out how to make a print, okay? As long as you have something for me to go off of, I can make you a mold. I work with you doing a drawing. We get a concept up on a solid model and see if it's what you're heading towards, or if you have a prototype, we go off of that. From there, we can build your tooling out of aluminum. It doesn't have to be steel, it doesn't have to cost $100,000 to build a mold, okay? Just an example, this is just a small insert mold that I brought with me if anybody'd like to look at it. Basically what it is the mold and an injector plate that fits in an existing base, so you don't have to pay for the cost of making the whole mold. It saves you money. It is aluminum, and the fallacy about aluminum, a lot of people said they won't make a lot of parts. Shops don't want you to know that you can make them out of aluminum sometimes because they make more money otherwise. It's a lot less expensive. Okay, this mold's a cap for a customer out in St. Pete. It probably only cost them, I don't know, I can't remember what I charged them on this, $800 to $1,200 for the mold. Okay, and an aluminum tool will make 1 million parts depending on the material. So it's not just a prototype, this is a production tool. So if you have a product and you want to make it, it doesn't have to cost you a lot. We can do it out of aluminum. Basically, once you get me a drawing, we'll sit down and figure out what's going to take to get you to the next step of cutting the tool. Once we get your drawing finished, we get to that point, we'll take a deposit, and I'll start cutting, and you get a test part. At that point, if all's good, you pay for it, it's your tool, and you're ready to go, and you might only have a couple $1,000 involved. Okay? It's not going to cost you a lot of money to make tooling if you have a product you want to bring out. We make a lot of different things. This is not our main product. This is my hobby. Okay? I do this because I wanted to do it, not because it's going to be the next greatest thing. I want to be able to make a cell cheaper. Okay? And just like Bob said, I don't do this part for the money. My injection mold business is where I make my money. This is my hobby. That's why these don't cost a ton of money when I sell them. And just the same for all of you. I mean, this part, it retails for $215. If you're making a commercial cell and somebody's gonna charge you $8 a piece for this, you're not gonna be able to turn around and sell it. Right? OEM cost is less than that. And then it makes it affordable for your customer to buy a cell, or you as a customer to buy a cell, or build a cell. Because this will build anything you want. Whether it be this size, I've had guys say 3x6, 3x3, 9x9, whatever, okay? We can make anything you want. And I can make it as expensive as you want too, just take money. So It's easy to do. Yeah, I'll pass Matt your second. Basically, there's not a whole lot I can't really tell you past that. It's more of a question and answer kind of thing. If you're interested in tooling, what are some of your questions? Would be better for me to answer that way. Well, injection machine, yeah, I do that too. Well, I can make you the tooling. You can take it anywhere you want. It's not to me only. Now, this will only fit a base I have. It's not made for a universal base. But I can make you a mold. You can take it whatever you want. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, or if I can run it, I'll run it. Okay. And yes, you can't run these unless you have an injection mold machine. It's a large piece of equipment. Can be. I mean, you can buy a machine used for $5,000, or you can spend $100,000. Depends what you buy. Okay. Other than, I mean, it's kind of tough. If you want me to come up here, I can sum it up in like 5 minutes because there's not a lot to it.
The system you got right now, this is an open top cell structure.
Yeah, this one he has his open top to build. It was to put a lid on it, but I'm building it with a closed top. And all it is, this one is for a customer in Venice. The changes on it. Now, if you want something custom, you turn around and say, I like that, but for my cell, I want to change this for me only. Okay, it'll cost you a couple $100, let's say. I'll put that change in for you. You will get that part only. It will not be sold to anybody else because you paid for that, what you want, and that's going to be for that customer. Yeah, this one's, well, this one's actually for a guy in Venice. If he doesn't mind, I'll sell this generic. There's actually 5 different versions of this. So, and it's just a general piece for making that. Okay? There's also other pieces that need to go with it that haven't been done yet because after the last show I learned a lot of stuff. And a lot of people call me, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you change this? Well, I can change anything. You know, and that's just like this part. If you say, I would like to use this for my commercial cell. Okay, but I want to change this. Okay, is it going to be for you only? Then that change is done for you and only sold to you. I don't sell the part to anybody else. Okay, or I make you an entire mold, just like this, to make your part. Okay, so if you have a product in mind and you don't want to keep having shims water jet cut or punched out or cutting with a razor, whatever you do it or want to do it, it can be injection molded. I can make it anything you want because there's a lot of materials we can make it. This product is glass filled polypropylene. Now, if I want, I can try polyethylene, and then there's 1,000 different polyethylenes I can try. Okay, so it's not limited to one type of polyethylene. Like if you buy ABS sheet, you get ABS sheet in either gray, tan, white, or black. Smooth or hair cell, that's it. I get ABS in all different kinds of grades with fillers, you name it, it comes with anything in it, really, if you want. Okay. I have a product I make that I'm looking into graphite-filled nylon for the stiffness and the strength because it's mechanical. It's $1,200 a 40-pound bag, so it's not something I use it for. And this stuff's not that expensive. I mean, you're only talking, I don't know, $80 to $1.20 a pound. Okay, material costs. Okay, so the materials aren't that expensive, so you get real exotic.